It's a beautiful crowd up here too. All right. Everybody agreed. Everybody agreed. All right, thank you everybody for coming out. My name is Brian Malone. I will be the host MC the next 3 days. So I hope you're joining us both tomorrow on Saturday and Sunday. It's just going to be a great, great weekend. So welcome to the 11th annual Revere Beach National Sand Sculpting Festival, hosted by the Revere Beach Partnership. We are so honored to have 21 sculptors from around the world competing in the Master Sand Sculptor competition. We have a great weekend planned with live entertainment, a food truck festival, kids sand sculpting lessons, a fireworks extravaganza tomorrow night, and so much more. And this event would not be possible without the sponsors that put up the money to have all this great stuff happen. So as you're walking around on each one of the banners, we're not going to bore you, but just take a look. Those are the great companies that step forward and help put this event on. The theme for the event this year is Stars and Stripes and Sand, and it's a tribute to our nation's armed forces. As a way to recognize the men and women of our armed forces, we would like to invite all active military to come to the front of the stage to join our veterans that are both on stage and sitting in front. So if you are in the armed forces or retired, please come on up because you guys need a round of applause. Always a group that does not get thanked enough. Don't be shy. I see some people slowly walking forward. All right, let's give a round of applause one more time for our armed forces members. And if you're able, please stand and remove your hats for the singing of the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and the bright stars through the perilous night o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof to the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet ring over the land of the free and the home of the brave? Thank you.
Thank you, John Foley, who is also a retired service member. So one more round of applause for Mr. John Foley. All right. Well, many of you have likely been to this event before. One thing that you may not know is in the 11 years here, this is put on by a volunteer group, the Revere Beach Partnership. This is a nonprofit group that is made up of volunteers, and year over year, 11 years have continued to make this event possible and have made the sand, this beach, just a beautiful place to be. The mission of the partnership is to continue the heritage of Revere Beach as a nearby retreat for New England families. I would like to introduce John Hamill, the president of the Revere Beach Partnership, to say a few words.
Thank you, Brian. And thank you all for joining us tonight. You know, as someone that grew up in Revere, I can't tell you how proud it makes me to see all these folks here on the beach. This festival has been growing. It's in 11 years in the making, and I think it's the best to date. I wanted to start out by thanking my fellow board members of the Revere Beach Partnership. They're all volunteers, and they all work tirelessly to put on this event and a number of other events that we put on this beach. So please join me in thanking my fellow board members. I'd also like to thank the servicemen and women, both present and past, for their service to our country. Thank you. So, you know, we were thrilled with the theme this year, and I hope if you haven't already had a chance to go down to the centerpiece sculpture, it's truly a beautiful tribute to our veterans. And also, one last thing about if you go to the centerpiece sculpture, there's actually a collection box in front. This year, we're collecting donations for the Wounded Warriors Project. And I'd ask if you have $1 or even some change, just to place it in that box, and 100% of those proceeds will go to the Wounded Warriors Project, a worthy cause. Behind me, I have also members of the Revere City Council and the Revere School Committee. This event could not happen without the support of the City of Revere. And we also have, standing behind me, the Mayor of the City of Revere, Mayor Dan Rizzo. And on the behalf of the Revere Beach Partnership, I'd like to thank him for all of his support. Anything we ask him for related to this event or for the partnership, the answer is always yes. And so, without further ado, I'd like to introduce someone that was also a serviceman, someone that spent 6 years in the United States Navy, 4 of them on a carrier, on an aircraft carrier, Mayor Dan Rizzo.
John, thank you so much. And thank you to all the volunteers of the Revere Beach Partnership. What a great job they do every single year. It's really incredible. You know, this obviously, it goes without saying, this is Revere's signature event each and every year. And what an appropriate theme this year, Stars and Stripes and Sand. Congratulations and thank you to all of our service members who are here tonight, who may be out in the audience. You know, it's great these days in particular, the way that we remember the sacrifices that have been made and continue to be made around the world so that we can enjoy festivities like these. Mr. Rosenthal, sitting here in the front row, was telling me 94 years old, still shrapnel in his back, getting shots. That's what makes this country so great. I want to thank my colleagues on the City Council. If you give a wave out there, everybody on the City Council, let them know who you are. The City Council continues to support this event. John Hamill gives me a lot of credit on behalf of the city, but I couldn't do it without my colleagues in government supporting the efforts as well and supporting my requests for funding that helps showcase our beautiful beach. So on behalf of all of us here in city government, on behalf of all the residents of the city of Revere, I want to welcome you and thank you for joining us on our beautiful beach. And I hope you enjoy the entire weekend. It's going to be a lot of fun. The weather's supposed to be beautiful, so stick around and enjoy. Have a great time. Thanks so much. So, I forgot one of my duties, and it's a very important duty, because as much as I do, a lot of my efforts don't matter at all without this gentleman that I'm going to bring up right now. He is a great friend of the city of Revere. He's represented Revere now for close to 20 years. And I can't tell you how much we all appreciate his efforts and what he means to us here in the city of Revere, the town of Winthrop, and across the state of Massachusetts. He's the great Speaker of the House, Robert DeLeo.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor, for that great comment and great introduction, and to all of the members of the John Hamill, the Beach Partnership, and the councilors and the school committee and everyone who makes this possible. My sincerest thank you. I just would like to introduce some of the other members of the state delegation who are here and obviously play just as major a part in making these festivities what they are as do I. First of all, we have State Representative Rosalie Vincent, Senator Petroselli. I know will be either on his way or coming sometime during the weekend. But although she is a former state representative, I think that this festival has become synonymous with her as well. And that's former Representative Kathy Ann Reinstein. You know what's wonderful about this event is I was watching the news tonight, and one of the highlights of the news was what is going on at Revere Beach this weekend. And I couldn't help but think how wonderful it is. All of you who live here know what a great city this is, and this is the weekend that gives everyone the opportunity to really enjoy and appreciate what this city is all about. And that's why I am so proud to be here tonight and to represent the city up at the State House. But in addition to that, I'd like to also give a shout out to the men and women of our armed services. And thank them. The stories that I heard earlier just talking to some of these folks was just so memorable in terms of their involvement in terms of some various conflicts of the past, and I can't thank them enough. So as that we gather here tonight or this whole weekend, let us remember a couple of things. First of all, let us have an appreciation of what the city is all about and how this is a city which is on the rise, and it's going to be, I think, considered probably one of the greatest cities here in Massachusetts, by the way. And even more importantly, let us remember what these folks are all about. And because of these men and women who have served this country, we can always remember one thing, that we live in the greatest country in the world because of the freedoms that they gave us. So thank you all, and God bless the city of Revere, and God bless the United States of America.
Thank you, Speaker DeLillo.
Question. What are you gonna do with all the fucking people?
You know, it's not often that you get the mayor, the speaker, and also where's Mr. Hamill? Because you are the president. So when you're hanging out with these guys later on, you are the king of this whole court. So let's give one more round of applause for everybody up here. In about 7 minutes, we're going to have Louis Bello. The Louis Bello Project Band is going to be up here playing until 10 o'clock. Don't forget, tomorrow at 9 o'clock, the fireworks. And we have a full day starting very early, and it's going to be a great day. So thank you, everybody, for coming out. And one more round of applause here. I did.
Hey, hey.
Say yeah! I'm gonna get you singing along in a little bit, so I hope you brought your singing voices. Yeah, you know what you like, you know what you like, I like you. Oh yeah, 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 I like you. Mercedes. No, my I'm on over. Stop making a fool of me. Why don't you come on over back? Shopping everywhere. Change the color of your hair.